right, so you just created your free offer, and now we're going to build a lead gen funnel. So at this point, you should have a PDF, you should have an ebook, you should have a challenge, something digital that you can use as bait to throw out into the water so that you can start attracting your fish. We actually have to create a funnel. So let me just kind of do the overview of what a lead funnel looks like for free bait. Page 1 is going to be super simple. It's going to be a little headline. It's going to be a name, an email, and an opt-in button. So really, all you have to do here is have a really good headline and a really good call to action. Once in a while, you can create like curiosity bullet points if you want. But for this actual page, you just need copy. That's it, nothing else. On this page, because you haven't actually sold anything yet, you're not sure what you're selling maybe, or you haven't gotten your first 100 leads yet, we're just gonna have a thank you message. I would put like a little video or a picture, just keep it simple, super simple. If you have anything else that you wanna offer them, maybe you did some cool Facebook Lives, right? You wanna put some links to some Facebook Lives. Maybe you wanna ask them to like your Facebook page. Maybe you have a Facebook group you wanna invite them to. That's a great thing. Think of something that you can do, that next step that gets them just a little bit warmer. So that's it. I mean, that's really it. And then over here, you're going to have an email that fires that's going to deliver the free gift. Now, the free gift, if it's a PDF, you can just put the link right in the email and they can download it. Let's say you have a free like mini course or a little video or something like that. The email is actually going to send them to a third ClickFunnels page where the content actually lies. So maybe it's a video training, or maybe it's like a little course or something. Just create a simple ClickFunnels page and the email is going to deliver the link to that page. So it depends. If you have a PDF, they can just download it right in the email itself. Once they've done that, you can decide if you want to have an email sequence getting them to know you, or maybe you don't. Maybe you just want to email them regularly. But either way, they're now in a list where you can regularly deliver them cool content in the form of emails. And now remember, what we're doing is we're just trying to nurture our first 100 leads so that eventually we can sell them something. All right, so what we're going to do next is we're going to actually go into ClickFunnels and I'm going to show you how to set up these 2 pages, super simple. How to integrate with either Actionetics if you're using Actionetics or a third-party email service provider, and how to create that third page if you decide your free gift is a video training. All right, so let's go ahead and build our lead generation funnel. So you're going to go over here and click, you can hit add new or build funnel, either way. You can use the classic funnel builder, or you can use the cookbook or any sort of premium template. And in fact, the premium templates are amazing because they're already like done for you. You just have to switch stuff out. But since that's the easier of the two, I'll show you the harder of the two so that if you decide you want to do it custom. So the collect emails is really the option for here. And so I'm just going to call this test lead magnet funnel. I'm just going to put it in my test group and it will build. And it's really just 2 pages, right? It's the opt-in page here and then the thank you page. And now if you're delivering a PDF, that's fine. If you are delivering a video training and you need a third page, you can just add a new page here and you can just call it whatever you want, the video training page, whatever your free gift happens to be. So in the opt-in page, you'll notice that there's a bunch of templates that you can choose. I suggest that you choose one because they are designed that way for a reason. So you just select your template. And all you have to do is edit the content inside of this page. The most important part is really the headline right here. The headline, and possibly if you want bullet points, and then a good call to action. Claim my free report. Yes, I want my guide. Something that is a call to action that they're going to really relate to. Make sure that you put terms and conditions, copyright policy, privacy policy, et cetera, down here so you don't get in any trouble, especially if you run ads. And you're going to do the name field, the email field, and then the button. A couple things really important to know about this type of page. The first thing is you want to check the form settings. These are input. You want to make sure that you've mapped it to what you actually want it to be. Do you want it to be full name or do you want it to just be first name? So put it there. You can also change what it says here. This one should always be mapped to email, and it's going to be required automatically. And then this button right here is going to have a set action that's called Submit Form. This is super important. If you don't have this, then it won't actually capture the name and the email address. So make sure that's set that way. You can change out colors and fonts over here in Funnel Builder Secrets. I go through all kinds of design stuff, so if you want to use that to kind of make the design cool. But the most important part is to create an amazing headline and hook, and you've already probably watched the video with Russell talking about that, so that's the most important part of this whole thing. Once you have it as you like it, go to the settings and let's make sure that the settings are all set. SEO and metadata is important. You want to make sure this is custom, and you want to make sure there's an image URL attached to this page so that if you share it on Facebook or somebody else shares it on Facebook, that there's an actual nice image to go with it. Okay, so make sure it looks good there. So that's the first setting you want to check. Secondly, if you do plan to do Facebook ads in the future, you may want to put a pixel on there. You don't have to, but here, if you put the pixel right in here, that will allow Facebook to track who's landing on your page for ads later. And then finally, if you go into the general settings, you can make it so that it hides the affiliate badge if you want, or it can show it. And you can also make it hide from search engines if you want. Now here's a really important step, digital asset. If you are delivering a PDF, here's where you can do it. You can choose the PDF from this drop down, and then that way it will immediately deliver your digital asset via email. So that is one thing. Now, if you're sending people to a page, this is not applicable. But if you are doing a PDF, and some of you might be wondering, well, how do I get my PDF to show up in that dropdown? And I will show you in just a minute. And then the last setting that I skipped is this is the integrations setting, and this is where you're going to tell, based on what they do on this page, where that email address actually goes. So if you're using Actionetics, you can send them into a list right here. You can create a list that says, you know, PDF lead magnet, and you can add them to that list right here. If you're using a third party like ConvertKit or ActiveCampaign, you can select that from the drop down and have them subscribe to either a form or a tag inside of your email autoresponder service. Now, if you're asking, wait, how do I get these to appear in the drop down? I'll show you that as well. And then the last thing you want to do is just check for mobile optimization. Make sure that the fonts aren't too big or too small. If you find that they're too big on mobile, just go into the settings and you can edit the mobile and pull it down like this so that it looks a little bit better. The most important part about a squeeze page is curiosity. You need to make sure that they are like so curious, and that all goes back to how good is your free bait and how good is your hook, your story, and your offer. So that's really it for the first page. I mean, yes, you can add an image if you like of the actual PDF or guide. You can add some bullet points if you want, but I would be careful not to make the page too complicated. Sometimes giving away more information is not always better. Okay, so that's step one. And then step two is really just the thank you page. And this page is super, super easy. There's actually nothing, there's no buttons, there's no input forms. But what I would recommend is that you give them something else to do, right? Join a Facebook group, possibly like you on Facebook on your page. You can even, you know what you can even do is you can even create a follow button for your profile. If you want them to follow you, you can actually go over here. I'm just going to show you real quick. You go to settings and then you go to public posts. There's a follow plugin for your profile. And if you're like, why would I want people to follow me publicly on my profile? You should watch the video about attraction marketing because you may want that. So you have all kinds of options here. Link them up to Facebook Live. So maybe you have a cool link here, like check out my recent Facebook Live. You know, you can put it right there. I would not recommend that you actually have them download their guide right here. I know that that's what that button says. The reason why I don't recommend that is because they can put in a bunk email address and then get it right away. But if you force them to go to their inbox to get it, then they have to give you a valid email address that they can actively check. So you can say your free gift is in your inbox. While you wait, please check out my whatever it is below. Okay, so you can do links, you can add a button here, and you can make the button go to a Facebook group. You can make that button go to a different funnel. Like really the sky's the limit. And you can, like I said, you can even add little follow buttons, and I'm going to show you just quickly how to do that. You can use something like the custom JS HTML. And you can actually have them go like your page or follow you. And that's not the right thing. I'm just going to grab this right here, copy, paste, save. And you can see, you can actually embed Facebook Lives on this page as well. I'm not sure why it's not showing. It's probably cached. But you can embed Facebook Lives. You can embed YouTube videos, really anything you want. And then, as always, before you finish a page, go into the settings, update the metadata, add a pixel code if you want. You don't have to. And then just check the general settings for if you want the affiliate badge or you want it to show on search engines. I would definitely have your thank you page hid from search engines because it's a page that happens after you've opted in. Check for mobile optimization. Obviously, this is way too big on mobile, so we would bring it down. And inside of Funnel Builder Secrets, again, there's all kinds of cool stuff on design. And that's pretty much it. Now, I want to go back for a second, and I want to talk about, number one, that digital asset that gets delivered. Number two, if you have a video training instead of a digital asset, how to do that. So let me just show you real quick. If you go over here to your account and you go to digital assets, you can actually create a new asset here, and as long as it's 3 megs or smaller, you can upload it right here. So you can just, let's see, let me just grab a PDF. Do I have one? Here's a PDF. And I'm going to call it my free PDF on dog training, let's say, from Julie. You want to definitely use a professional email address like this, and a little message. Here's the PDF you requested. Once you've done that and you just click add, that asset will be available and now it will appear in the drop down. Okay, so that's how you get that digital asset. Now, some of you might be like, I want my email autoresponder service to deliver it. And that's totally cool too, but you have to go over to your email autoresponder like ConvertKit or ActiveCampaign and actually attach the PDF in the email that fires. If you're using Actionetics, and you have it set for Actionetics, there's actually 2 ways to do it. The first way I showed you where you can add people to a list up here in the integrations, and you can add them right here to, let me remove this and show you Actionetics and add them to a list. And then you can choose your list. You can actually attach an action funnel so that when somebody gets added to that list, that funnel starts to fire, and you can add multiple emails if you want. So that's one way to do it. But the other way to do it is to simply go into this automations tab right here, and you can just click add new email so that anybody who opts into this page just gets this one email. And this is actually pretty simple. You don't have to do a list. You don't have to do an action funnel. You just pick an email type, and you'll have to upload your PDF over in Dropbox or Amazon S3 and just link it in your email. If you're doing a video training or something like that, you'll need the link in the email here. So just go to this page, this video training page, customize it. It can be a very simple page. And once it's customized, like let's say it's this one, and it doesn't actually really even matter what kind of template it is because it's just like a custom page that you're making. Just grab the link. Actually, you're going to grab this link right here. And that is the link that you're going to put in the email. And this will be, hey, thanks for opting in, to go get your training, click here and send them to this third page. Just make sure you hide this page from search engines as well. And after that, your entire lead gen funnel is ready to go, and you're ready to go do attraction marketing and get your first 100 leads. Once your funnel is built and you have the opt-in page, the thank you page, and possibly a video training page, you're all set, you're ready to go. Go do the attraction marketing module next and get your first 100 leads.